Akimi starts off this hour in North Carolina. Hi, Akimi. How are you?
Hi, Dave. How are you? Thank you so much for taking my call today.
Sure. What's up in your world?
I am 30 years old. I'm married, and combined, me and my husband have roughly $328,000 worth of student loan debt.
Good
I
Lord.
know a house is out of the question.
Goodness. Wait a minute. Who's the doctor or lawyer? Unbelievable.
Neither one of us. I'm a clinician. I'm a counselor, marriage and family counselor, and he does graphic design and engineering. But I just graduated last year, so I'm still
Why so
working
much student loan debt for those degree fields?
Well, he's out of state, so that's where he got hit in the head. He has $166,000, so he went to a different state. That's why his is so high.
The graphic artist.
And mine's is undergrad and graduate combined.
Okay. What's your household income?
Combined together, we're let's see. I make $45,000 a year. He makes about $55,000.
Oh. Okay. It's going to be a long slog, isn't it, kiddo?
It is. I know. I already have no hope.
Wow. Well, I want you to have hope, but it's going to be a distant light over the horizon. I mean, you got mathematical issues here with $100,000 towards $300,000. I mean, if I do 60 a year out of your 100 and put you on beans and rice, that into 300, that's like, what, in that 5 years? Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a tough 5-6 years ahead of you, and that's if you really, really dial it back. And no, you don't need to buy a house till you clean this mess up. Unbelievable.
And kids are out of the question too, right?
Yeah. Do what?
I said, and kids would probably also be out of the question, out of the scenario.
No, but you won't be able to quit work and stay home.
Oh, no. I've never wanted to. I couldn't do that.
Okay. I mean, kids, you can have kids, and they're not that expensive. They're not, I mean, you know, they eat what you eat usually if you're smart, once they get past the early stages anyway. But kids don't break you. But, you know, you don't have an extra $30,000 to save up and put down on a house while you've got $338,000 in student loan debt making $100,000.
Yeah, absolutely not. Yeah, we're in an apartment, so we're gonna. I told him we need to stay there until we knock down some of this debt.
Yeah, you need to get some progress on it before you even move to a rental house. But yeah, I think it's gonna take you a while, so you're gonna have to live somewhat of a life. But you know, you don't need to plan on vacations, and you don't need to plan on expensive car purchases or anything else. You've got a substantial mess on your hands, and you're gonna have to really lean into it to make it go away inside of 10 years. You can do it in 5, but you're going to have no life at all. You can do it in 6 and have a tiny bit of a life.
Okay.
But it's not going to be buying a house, and it is going to be, you know, you're having kids during that time for sure. I mean, that's a long time to put off having kids. Okay. But so are either one of you, let's see, he's in graphic arts, he's making 60. Why are you only making 40 as a counselor? That's low.
Well, no, I work full-time at an insurance company. I'm not fully licensed yet, so I'm provisionally licensed. So I work part-time at a crisis center. So I won't get my full salary as a clinician until I'm fully licensed.
Which will be about, what, another year? You got a year worth of practice?
About a year and a half, anywhere from a year and a half to 2 years since I just started at the crisis center this year.
You have to get so many hours of practicum?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right, and then your master's allows you to pass and start. Yeah, as a clinician, you ought to be up around 100, shouldn't you?
Hopefully.
Yeah, see, that changes our numbers a little bit once you get there.
Okay.
Because it doubles your income, takes you from 100 to 160.
Yes, sir.
You know, and household income, and that changes the curve. So you might do this, if you know, given that, you might do this in 4 years.
Okay.
But you guys are just going to have to be very intentional. And, you know, I don't want you freaked out, paralyzed with fear, but I want you scared enough. I want you scared enough to stay on task.
Okay.
You know, a healthy kind of a fear, like don't touch the hot stove kind of fear.
Right. Okay.
Not I'm overwhelmed, I'll never get out of this, and I'm hopeless. Not that. That's not what we want. You got to fight through. So,
okay.
but you can do it. I can mathematically see it. I just know you got a long, tough life ahead of you for these next couple of years.
Okay.
And quick as you can get that practicum under your belt and double your income, the faster you do that, the faster this mess is gone, and the faster you move on past it, right?
Yes, sir.
So that gives you a whole other reason to crank up those hours to get Because it's a number of hours in most states. Is it in North Carolina?
Yes, it is. We need 1,500 before we can be before we can be fully licensed.
Yeah, and so I'm working that like it's my overtime job because it gets me towards 100K income away from my 40.
Okay.
I mean, I'm going to go in all in on that. For this, maybe we can turn 2 years into 12 months if you go bizarre crazy on that, or maybe 14 months or something, instead of just going, well, the normal is. No, normal ain't where you are.
Right.
So, get after it. And have you guys been through Financial Peace University?
No, sir, we haven't. My
Okay.
mother-in-law's been telling me about it.
I want you to go through it because I want the support around you for you guys to get dialed in on a hardcore track that gets you out of this mess. Okay? And I'm going to pay for it. I'm going to give it to you, okay?
Well, thank you. Thank you.
All right. It's a 9-week class. You have to go once a week for 9 weeks. You have to attend if I give it to you free. And then someday when you're out of this mess, you find somebody that's scared and overwhelmed with student loan debt and you pay for them to go through. But that's later on, okay? You'll have plenty of opportunities to do that as a clinician, I promise you. Wow. Thank you for the call.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, click the subscribe button to get the latest content and check out these other great clips from the show.